Hello again, my name is Cameron, and today I'm going to be showcasing a project of mine named Gamepad Input. This program was originally created for a college robotics club that I've been contributing to for the last 2 years. And the reason why I created it was because I was unable to find libraries that made it easy to grab input from a gamepad for controlling our robot. So I ended up finding that Pygame had a good interface for grabbing controller input, and I made a wrapper API around its gamepad input module, and added some functionality as well. So let's go ahead and look through the code. So if I go here, there we go. All right. So in this API example, you'll be able to see all the functionality of this program. So first, let's talk about the button callbacks. So this API supports button callbacks for pressing down and releasing a button. It also supports callbacks for when the gamepad connects or disconnects. And then it also has callbacks for when you press hat buttons as well. So once you end up running the event loop here, this is when the this is the loop that pretty much begins grabbing input from the gamepad. So you have to run that. And then you can specify dead zone as well for some of the functions. So that's labeled here. So in this while true loop right here, we have ourselves getting the gamepad, and we're using the first index. So whichever controller is plugged in first, it's going to grab. And then there are some nice functions here to get the axes from the left and right stick, as well as the axis values for the triggers, and axis values from the hat as well. And then you're also able to grab button values during runtime. So pretty much if the button is pressed or not, it will return true or false. And then this also supports rumble functionality as well for the controller. So that's about it here. If we minimize this and we take a look at this gamepads.config file, this is something that I had added to the API. Pretty much, this allows you to configure the controller so that you can use this program with different types of gamepad controllers, but use the same button layouts. So just like how an Xbox controller and PS4 or PS5 controller, they have slightly different button layouts. You can configure it so that you use the same button layout no matter the controller that you use. And so that was nice for our robot because we don't want a different button layout if we use a different controller. So let's minimize this, and then we can actually run it. So Python 3, and then API example. It starts up and it finds the PS5 controller that I've currently connected to the computer. And then I can start pressing some buttons, right? And I can use the hat, I can use left stick, right stick, press them down and such, and use the face buttons, the triggers, and the bumpers. So yeah, that is about it. Pretty much the API example will help you during development. It's good, it has a lot of notes And this code has definitely been battle tested. It's been tested on multiple different computers. So I've tested it on my laptop. I've also tested it on a Raspberry Pi running Ubuntu server. And I've also tested it on a Jetson AGX Orin computing module um, using Jetson Linux, and everything was working successfully. So thank you for watching. If you are interested in taking a look at the project or using the project, the GitHub link for it is in the description. Thank you again.